Hey guys, welcome to Becky's Garden Paradise. I apologize for the air conditioner noise in the back, but I had to find a shady spot to greet you guys today. I'm out here working in the high sun, you know, the heat of the day, getting some stuff done, all sweaty. But my squash plants have started going down for the count. So the demise of the squash plants here in Northeast Florida, Zone 9, they don't last through the summer. We have to plant them pretty early. We usually start them in mid-March, or transplant them out in mid-March, so that we can grow them through the spring, because they normally don't make it through the hot summer months. So I've already pulled my first 2 yellow summer squash plants since I did my garden tour just a couple days ago, and I want to show you how they start looking so that you can tell like when it's time to go ahead and throw in the towel and pull them, because you don't want to let diseased plants take up space in your garden. One, they can spread the disease can jump from them to plants in the same family, and then also you want to get the most out of your garden space by, you know, using what space you do have to grow things that are going to be productive for you and thrive during that time of the year. So in the space where I'm pulling these plants, I'm going to do a couple of things. I have some tomato transplants that can go out, and I'm also going to be sowing some seeds for okra and flowers, because during the heat of the summer here in Northeast Florida, Zone 9, Jacksonville is where I live. The main things that are going to thrive during the heat of the summer are going to be sweet potatoes, okra, cherry tomatoes will usually still do well. You can usually still grow whole beans during the summer, and flowers. So I'm going to take advantage of that opportunity to plant some zinnias and some sunflowers in the garden. So I'm gonna take you around and show you what the plant looks like that I'm getting ready to pull. It's one of my zucchini plants, and then also show you what's starting to go on with my cucumber. This is the beginning of my squash row. So in this space here there were 2 yellow summer squash plants, and then all of a sudden the growth tip started looking really wilty, and then other leaves started wilting as well. So it's never a good sign when the growth tip of your plant is wilting. So I pulled those and threw those away to get them out of here. This is my last remaining yellow summer squash. It still has some fruit on it, it's still flowering, but again you can see some of the leaves are starting to yellow. This is a zucchini that's still doing well. You can see how it's still lush and the leaves are upright. You can see how 3 feet spacing between rows might seem a lot when you first plant, but when plants grow the way they're supposed to be, they take up a lot of that space, so you end up having to squeeze through those 3-foot rows. And the space between my tomatoes is also getting pretty tight. But anyway, here to show you my squash. So this one's still thriving, still doing well. This one is like in the middle. I can see some leaves wilting on it and, you know, drying up and dying. And I see some powdery mildew in there, those white spots or powdery mildew. But then this one is in critical condition. So you can see lots of dead leaves, stems that look gross and rotten. I've heard that that is a sign of a squash vine borer. So if that's what took them out, then, because I heard that the stems will die and actually split open when there's a squash vine borer in there. And then dead leaves. It's all slouched down. It's not upright like the others. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this today and get that out of here. And when I go over to my next row, like I said, I've been out here working getting it cleaned up, laying some more of that woven ground cover down. So, this is my lone cucumber plant that's been doing fine up until this point. And then this morning when I came out first thing, I noticed again the growth tip. The leaves at the very top tip of the plant that had been doing well and growing up the garden fence, all of a sudden are looking all wilty and sad. So that's not a good sign for this cucumber. That tells me that its days are numbered. So it's still blooming, and I'm hoping to get some cucumbers off of it before I pull it. But it's not going to be very long. Once I pull it, again, I'm going to replace it either with pole beans, flowers, or okra. So I have a couple of the yard-long bean seeds that germinated, only a couple. So I heard that they have unsteady or unstable germination rates. So like they don't all germinate at the same time. But I think I'm going to go ahead and sow some other seeds. So I might pull some more yard-long seeds out, or I might plant some other pole type beans. So I just wanted to show you what's going on with my squash and cucumber over here. Thanks for joining me. If you like the video, please hit the thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so that you get real-time updates or alerts when I post new videos. And if you know anyone that this video will help, please share it with them. Thank you. And I hope that you find joy in the garden.